Thanks for joining us here on News 12 Brooklyn. We're as local news gets. I'm Torri Singer. In a show of solidarity, law enforcement, religious leaders, and local officials coming together after two mosques in our borough were vandalized last week. News 12 Brooklyn's Justine Miller is in Sunset Park with all the details.
That Unity Task Force met here at Fatih Mosque where the second vandalism incident took place. The imam of the mosque was joined by religious leaders from different faiths who all condemned the crimes committed against the Islamic Center. Along with local officials and members of the NYPD, they said they wanted to not only unite in the face of hate, but also to discuss the incidents and what could be done in the future to prevent similar crimes from happening.
Justine, thank you. And of course, if you have any information about either of those cases of vandalism, just give the Crime Stoppers hotline a call. That number is 1-800-577-TIPS. Now for a look at your weather on the twos. Let's take a look at this week's forecast for the holiday. Tuesday, 55 and sun. Wednesday, some showers in store. 53 degrees is your high. Thursday, Turkey Day, 44 degrees. Make sure you bundle up if you're traveling and going to be on the road. A little bit chillier that day. Friday, 49 degrees, mostly sunny. Saturday, 51 degrees and some showers in store. Sunday, beautiful, 45 degrees, mostly sun. And Monday, we've got 42 degrees, mostly sun. Breaking news from around the state now. Massive explosions reported at a cosmetics factory in the Orange County town of New Windsor. Chopper 12 is bringing us the video from over the scene. The explosion happening around 10:30 this morning. New Windsor town supervisors confirm there was a secondary explosion in the plant soon after. Multiple injuries have been reported, and the severity of those injuries unclear at this time as crews are working to contain the explosion and investigate that cause. Stick with News 12. We will be bringing you more on this story as it develops. A big development in the NYCHA lead paint scandal. According to members of his team, Mayor de Blasio knew that the agency was failing to perform lead paint inspections in its apartments, and he had known for more than a year. According to the Daily News, the mayor's office admitted Friday that NYCHA chairwoman Shola Olatoye told de Blasio her office was violating the federally mandated inspection requirement back in 2016. A report released last week revealed those inspections have not been conducted since 2012 and that Olatoye lied about it to officials. Mayor de Blasio only commented on the failings after the news broke last week, calling it, quote, unacceptable. He has stood by Olatoye amid calls for her to step down. This weekend, two other NYCHA officials resigned from their posts. Notorious cult leader Charles Manson has died. The California Department of Corrections says he died of natural causes yesterday. He was hospitalized in grave condition last week. Manson and his followers, notoriously called the Family, were responsible for a string of 7 violent murders in California back in 1969. Manson was also convicted for his involvement in 2 other murders. He was serving a total of 9 life sentences. He was 83 years old. Around the city, high winds yesterday causing a lot of problems. At least 5 people injured after a massive scaffolding collapse in Lower Manhattan. Emergency response units say the incident happened just after 11:30 in the morning near Broadway and Prince Street in Soho. Eyewitnesses on the scene report scaffolding flew off the building on the northeast corner. Officials in the area say one woman was pinned under the debris. The area kept clear for hours. 2 more incidents of loose scaffolding reported around Manhattan, and now city officials calling for new safety measures to be implemented when it comes to the temporary structures. And remember those bad parking tickets that cost the city millions of dollars in refunds? Well, apparently judges were just throwing them out for months before anyone told the Department of Finance. About 500,000 parking tickets were dismissed because they were filled out using the wrong infraction code. Officials now tell the New York Post the new protocols have been put in place to make sure an error like this won't happen again. Santa Claus is coming to town, but his schedule is pretty tight. So if you want to meet Santa at Macy's flagship Herald Square location from Thanksgiving through Christmas Eve, well, you need to make an appointment. Today is the first day to make appointments to see the big guy. If you want one of those coveted spots, head on over to our website, news12.com, and we'll link you.